Hello, welcome to Kevin's Corner. This is the 19th day of October 2025, and this is a pleasant Sunday afternoon in West Central Georgia. Today I would like to talk to you about dreams and visions for America. There's a verse in Joel 2:28 that reads, "Your old men will have dreams and your young men will have visions." And I finally reached the age where I spend more time reflecting on the past. I feel very fortunate. I have lived a very comfortable life, not because I've done anything to deserve it, but because a previous generation of young men had a vision for future generations of Americans. And they envisioned a world of comfort and prosperity for their offspring. And many left the comforts of home to fight a war so their children and grandchildren might live in a better world than they had. Their sacrifices were immense, and some made the ultimate sacrifice. My own father survived the last World War, but he carried the scars of war upon his heart for the remainder of his days. He was a medic at a hospital in France that received the wounded and the dying. He saw firsthand the price paid by thousands of young Americans so that the next generation, my generation, might live in the greatest, most powerful, wealthiest country in the world's history. Their sacrifice made it possible for my generation to experience the best of times. I've never suffered hunger. I've never lacked any good health care. I've been inundated with blessings that are mostly taken for granted. My entire life has been filled with good, caring, and Christian people. My career and education, 42 years and counting, has been wonderfully rewarding. I'm not claiming to have no regrets. I made some mistakes along the way and experienced many failures, but God has certainly given me far more than I deserve. Several years ago, a lumber company harvested all the pine trees and the hardwoods on 200 acres of property right across from where I'm sitting now. It was sad to see, and after they had finished, it looked like a wasteland, a war zone. Beauty was destroyed and replaced by ugliness. The owner was an elderly man, and he told me that most of the trees would be used to make railroad ties. A few weeks later, he had a crew of men plant pine seedlings throughout the entire acreage. And as I watched this old man oversee the work of plugging thousands of seedlings into the soil, I knew that it would take anywhere from 20 to 40 years for these small plants to mature to harvest size. He would not live long enough to harvest them. He was planting for the next generation. Old men dream dreams, and young men have visions. I have taught thousands of young people in my career as a teacher. As I approach the end of the road, I often ask myself, what is their vision for the future? How deeply devoted are they to that vision? What sacrifices are they willing to make to see their vision realized? Do they even have a vision? I knew about Charlie Kirk before he was assassinated. I had listened to his testimony. I heard him tell the story of how he was impacted by an older man who took him under his wing and invested greatly in him. Bill Montgomery met 18-year-old Charlie after he had spoken at a small college. He mentored Charlie and co-founded TPUSA with him in 2012. Sadly, he died of COVID complications in 2020 at the age of 80. An assassin's bullet could not stymie an old man's dream and a young man's vision. Rather, an explosion of growth occurred for TPUSA. It wasn't until after his death that I realized the tremendous impact that Charlie Kirk had on his generation. An old man with a dream gave guidance to a young man with a vision, and together they influenced millions of people. We need more of both. Feels like the future of our country is in peril. We need more gifted old men with dreams to mentor brave and devoted young men with visions for the sake of the future, for the sake of future American generations. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day
and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.